welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make YouTube videos on surfing tips for beginners, my own surf journey and my progress, and then some lifestyle vlogs here and there. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about how I went from surfing a Wavestorm down to mid-lengths and shortboards. My family and I moved to California in 2017, and I didn't start surfing until 2021, a little bit after I met my boyfriend. Like most people, I started off on an 8-foot Wavestorm. If you didn't know, this is just a foam board similar to the one back here. This is a Buell 9-foot soft top. I started off with that, and I surfed consistently 3 to 5 times a week for a year. The reason I was able to do this is because I was in college, so I didn't have a job. I was a full-time student, but in between studying, I would go surf. In the beginning stages, consistency really is key. Surfing has a very slow learning curve compared to other sports. It takes a long time to get good at surfing because there's only a limited amount of waves, especially if it's really crowded. You might only get 1 or 2 waves a session, sometimes maybe 0. And conditions are not always good. It's unpredictable. Unlike playing tennis or going skateboarding, all those sports you can just go out and practice whenever you want, but with surfing, you can't always do that. Because I was surfing so consistently, I got super comfortable in the water and I learned how to read waves. Another thing that really helped me was I would go surfing with my boyfriend, who's an experienced surfer. So he was able to teach me about surf etiquette, which is the rules of surfing, so what you can and can't do. This is extremely important when you're learning to surf because it teaches you how to surf in a lineup. If you know somebody or have a friend that's a more experienced surfer than you are, definitely go with them and they can kind of show you the ropes. Another thing that really helped me when I was first learning to surf was watching tons of surfing tutorials on YouTube. The main person I watched was Kale. I'll link him down below. One of my friends showed me his channel and I just thought he was so great at explaining things, and it just really helps to watch someone and have all of the motions explained to you. I definitely think it's really important to watch tutorials on surfing, especially when you're first learning. The hardest part for me about surfing was the pop-up. I know a lot of other adult learners also have this problem. It seems to be very common within the adult learning community, and it's because it's just weird, it's awkward, it's something you're not used to. I didn't even know, but for a while I was popping up with my knee first. I didn't notice until my boyfriend said something to me. From then on, I practiced my pop-ups 25 to 50 times a day so that I could really get the motion down in my mind. After a while, it actually worked. I stopped using my knee. I was finally able to stand up, bring my foot forward instead of my knee, and I was so happy. But from time to time, whenever I get nervous, I will sometimes still use my knee, and I just think that's kind of just like a nervous reaction of mine. The pop-up is just so hard. It's something I am always working on, so don't feel discouraged if you're on the same boat. After I had accomplished all of these things, which was being comfortable in the water, learning how to read waves, practicing my pop-ups and getting better at it, and also being able to maneuver the board and move up and down the face of a wave, that's how I knew I was ready to move on to a hard top. At this point, a lot of people say you can either move to a longboard or a mid-length. A lot of people have their differences about this. They think that after you ride a foam board, you should go to a 9 to 10 foot longboard, which is fine, but you don't have to do that. I think everybody's different, everybody learns differently, so whatever you wanna do, just try it out and see if it works for you. I decided to move down to the 7-foot Santa Cruz pumpkin seed. I was on this 7-foot Santa Cruz board for a little while until it de-lambed and I had to get a new board. I got a 610 Lost Party Crasher, which has 49 liters. It's a lot of volume, a lot of flotation. It's wide, and it was just a really great transition board for me, and I still love that board. So when I first got this board, my wave count went down. I started feeling discouraged. I felt like I was starting from square one, and you're probably gonna feel the same way if you choose to move down as well. It's completely normal. After a few months of going consistently, you're just gonna get used to it, and that's what happened with me. It probably took me like 3 to 4 months to really get comfortable with that new board, the size, the shape, everything about it. My wave count slowly started to go up again. I started to get more comfortable. I started to get more confident on that board. And before I knew it, I loved it and didn't want to go back to the Wavestorm. So after about a year of surfing that board, I wanted to try a different board. So I got a 6'8" Santa Cruz pumpkin seed. I still ride this to this day. You've probably seen it on my Instagram or TikTok if you follow me. This board is great because it's super lightweight, and I was able to do maneuvers and turn a lot faster, which felt really great. And again, moving down from the 6'10" to the 6'8" was hard because the 6'8" was skinnier, less volume, and just felt way smaller than the 6'10". But after a while of going consistently, started to get used to it. Started to only want to ride that board and not ride the 6'10". Wave count went up. Everything just started to feel really good after a while of consistently riding this board. I've been on the 6'8" pumpkin seed for almost a year now, but in the past 4 months, I have been experimenting with other boards. I've been doing it the cheap way. I've been borrowing boards from my friends. They've been having me try out a bunch of different sizes and shapes, and it's been really great. And I think it's really helped me grow as a surfer. I've been able to surf at new surf spots with these boards. I've been able to get on steeper waves, which is something I was really afraid of in the beginning. It feels good that I've kind of just been opening up and expanding my surfing. So one board that I've really enjoyed riding in the past 4 months is my boyfriend's 6'3" Lost Driver. Of course, I'm not doing any tricks or anything, but for my size and weight and for the amount of volume it has and the size of it, it's just been a really great short board for me, and I've really enjoyed it. And again, I've still been surfing very consistently, and with all of these new boards, as you can see, there's definitely a pattern. It is very hard at first. First couple of months, maybe even first 6 months, you're gonna struggle with the new size, the new shape. It's just totally different. You're gonna feel weird. You're gonna feel like you're starting from scratch, but I promise you, if you stay determined and you're consistent, you're gonna get used to it. Your wave count is gonna start going up, and you're gonna start feeling confident again. So yeah, that has kind of been my surf journey. I hope that you all enjoyed watching. I hope that it helped some of you and maybe even inspired some of you. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next video.